honestly, I think this is the first time I'm recording this intro. I don't know, I just got so in my head about it and it got so messy and there were so many things I wanted to say. Yeah, I just felt like it was all over the place and I couldn't really, yeah, get myself to put it out there. So reclaiming the energy, coming back with some more presence and just staying in this headspace that feels a lot better and not rushed and anything like it. But actually this video came about because I had somebody who DM'd me on Instagram and asked me about kind of how I figured out that I had like hormonal imbalance. And I've been struggling with this for like, I would say for plus 10 years, ever since like I was an elite swimmer growing up. And because we were training so much and I'm a really sensitive person, have a very sensitive gut, I really struggle with my, like I didn't get my period like for like whenever we were training. So I only had it during the summer holiday until like I was, I don't know, 17 or something like that. And just ended up having really bad gut health and ended up getting hyperthyroidism and just ended up putting on so much water weight and feeling always fatigue and muscle soreness and never really being able to recover. So I still struggle with these things on and off, especially if I'm sometimes I'm training too hard. Like I love working out. I think it's a huge part of who I am. And this spring, for example, I ended up running a little bit too much, and that resulted in like a minor hormonal imbalance, but that one I'm recovering from right now. Like I have extra water weight, I can see it in my face, I can see it on my arms. Yeah, and my gut has not been doing too well. And like I would really suggest that if you really think that you have some struggles with this, I would go see like a functional doctor. Like most, at least like a regular doctor in Denmark, are not really specialized. Like you can't really get those tests. I know it's a lot of money, but if you want to be specific, I've done that. That's really helped me, and it's really important, I think, like to get like the full thyroid panel and just getting your female hormones checked. A lot of us has way too much cortisol, like the stress hormone, and has like a dysregulated nervous system just from living a regular life. Like way too many of us are in our like fight, flight, freeze state, way too much of just a major part of our life. And when you have a dysregulated nervous system, that means that you're not easily switching between, like you can say, the parasympathetic, which is like the rest and digest state, and the sympathetic nervous system, which is the fight, freeze, flight state of your nervous system, where like cortisol is really sparking and you're getting adrenaline and all this stuff. And staying in, like, it's not unhealthy to be in that state, that's very important to say, but staying in that state is like for longer periods of time is very unhealthy. And especially like if you're like me, perhaps you're a hypersensitive or highly sensitive person. I will talk about that more in another video, but like that means for me it's easier to actually get burned out, to get a dysregulated nervous system. So I do experience these things when I get too stressed and if I'm pushing myself too hard. So it's important to remember that. And I think like this video, I'm really trying to make it as hands-on as possible. So this video, I'm focusing solely on like how I eat to balance my hormones. I want to say that this is like a summer day. So if it was during winter, I would probably eat a little bit different. But yeah, this is kind of just to share a little bit about what a day of eating could look like for me, and like a balanced way of eating that's super supportive, and also showing you like some of the staples that I have in my kitchen that is really supporting like cleansing your gut and like supporting your gut, supporting your blood sugar, supporting your liver, and all these things that are so important, because it's a holistic practice. You can't really like go with one or the other. So I really wanted to show you what that looks like. So I really hope this is helpful for you, and just perhaps it can inspire you. And if you have any questions, like comments or feedback or anything, just leave it in the comments. I'll happily answer. So let's get to it. Let's get cooking, I want to say. Just quickly wanted to show you some of the staples that I have in my kitchen. We have bone broth and coconut oil, we have lemon, and we have cacao nibs, and we have hemp seeds, and that is some of the staples that I have for my hormonal health. So for breakfast, I'm just having a simple oatmeal cooked with vanilla, vegan protein powder, just some soy milk, and some chia seeds, and I'm topping it with figs and with cacao nibs and with some blueberries, and it's one of my go-to recipes. And just before that, I had like my lemon water with sea salt, and that is kind of how I start my day, and of course like a little coffee on the side. I'm just walking in nature, in the forest, and it's really like one of my absolute favorite things, just to calm my nervous system and just get some gentle movement and just be here and be very happy and at peace, and just feeling just at one with everything, and just doing gentle, loving movement. Welcome to my kitchen. I just got home. I took the morning off and ended up just going for a quick breakfast bun with a friend, and we ended up going to meet another friend and going to the market, as you saw, and getting some figs and getting some, what was it that I got? Mint, I think. And then we went to a little kind of health store where I got a bone broth, like a big jar glass, and then a coconut oil, because we were out, or we are out. And I've just gotten home now. It's about noon, and I know if I sit down to work now, I will just get super in it. So to make sure that my blood sugar is balanced and that I will get some healthy nutrients in my body, I'm making a smoothie. So I just kind of added half a banana, some strawberries, like frozen strawberries I got from the market, not from the market but like the supermarket, some mint leaves, and some cashew butter I made yesterday, which didn't turn out that well, but it's okay, and just some ice. And then we're gonna add some vanilla soy milk. This one is super clean. I think it's really hard to get, especially like if you get oat milk, it's actually filled with a lot of bad stuff, and this one is very clean. It only has like water, soybeans, and a little bit of like apple juice, and the natural vanilla, I don't know what that's called, but taste. So it's very clean and very cheap, which is great, I think. So I use that also for like the vanilla taste. I think that's lovely. So let's make a smoothie and then get to work, because I need to work. So here we have like the finished base, just really simple. I have some fresh figs and some fresh, I think it's nectarines. Or is it peach? I think actually it's peach. And then I just added a little bit of hemp seeds and some cacao nibs, which is my favorite. And like usually I would always have a protein powder in my smoothies, but I'm out of my vanilla protein and I only have like this chocolate one. And I'm really into bone broth protein. It's this one. It's this one that I really love. I buy it on the Swedish website. My dad was like really into health and biohacking and all this stuff, got me onto it. So it's kind of his because of him that I really into this stuff. But it's really good for your gut, it's really good for your muscles, your bones. Like it has all of the collagen types. So normally like collagen only have like, I think it's often it's only collagen 1 and 2, which is really essential, but it's important to get, or not all collagens has collagen 2, or I don't know. But the point is, like, I'm not an expert on this, but yeah, this one has all of the collagen type, and it has it in this like its whole holistic form. So it essentially is really good for you, and it's really easy for your body to adopt because it's in this natural form. So that's why it's really good for you. It's really easy. It's got a lot of protein. And I usually have a vanilla one, or I have a different vanilla protein, but I'm out. So because of that, I usually will add that to the smoothie, but we didn't have it. So I'm just gonna have some boiled eggs on the side for protein. So we need like a balanced meal. And I made sure to like add a little bit of extra cashew butter, just for a little bit of extra protein, but also just, I know I'm gonna be on my cycle soon, so I know like getting those healthy fats is really good for me and good for my hormones and my body. So let's eat this smoothie mindfully and just get to work. I also think a huge part of balancing your hormones is like allowing yourself food freedom. And like I'm on my cycle right now, and I was just craving something buttery, delicious. So I just grabbed the sourdough croissant, and let me just tell you, this just made my day in the afternoon. It was just a whole little moment to myself that I just really cherished. So I'm definitely the kind of person who needs a post-dinner snack or a dessert or whatever you want to call it. And like today, I've made, I don't know if you can see it properly, but I've just made like a rice cracker with cashew butter and a little bit of cinnamon and some hemp seeds. I'm just gonna dive into this one, and I'm probably gonna have another because one is simply not enough for me. So yeah, that's one of my favorite post-dinner snacks that I really enjoy. I just quickly wanted to come on here in the end and just say thank you for watching this, and if you have any feedback or things you want me to talk about or vlogs you want me to film, leave a comment below and I'll happily try to accommodate that wish. And just thank you for being here. It means the world that you are supporting my channel and are part of this growing community that I've created. And I'm just here trying to figure things out and create a new life for myself. And I'm really grateful that you are coming along, and just know that you're on your right path, and what you're doing right now, you're really making a difference for yourself. And you have to be proud, you have to celebrate those little steps. And I think that's yeah, that's very important to do. So remember to do that and just keep on showing up, and your best self will definitely arrive, I'm sure of it.